Hi guys, and welcome to Advanced Search Function in Excel using VBA. So let me show you guys how this works. Okay, right in here we can use this to either navigate left or right and so on. And one other thing that we can do, we can come right here and search using any of these fields. Like I said, supposing we want to search for someone with 45 pounds, just click on that. There's nothing with 45 pounds in there. Okay, now let's see. Let's go for 45 column 00. There we go. We do have 45 column 00, but if you notice, when I enter 45.0 and it tells me there's nothing like that in there, so you have to be specific. We can also search. Let's just pick any other column here. I'm going to go for the surname. Let's say we want to search the surname is Sky. There we go. We have Sky right there. Suppose let's change that to someone else. Let's say we want someone called More. There. And one other thing that we can do is we can delete whatever record we don't want. Let's say we want to get rid of Peter Pan. Just click on delete. There we go. That is it. Gone, as you can see. So what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to take you straight into Access Development Environment, and we put one of these brilliant tutorial together. Like I said, it's all about search. So let's do that now. So I'm going to exit out. Yeah. Okay guys, let's start a new project here. I have some raw data in here, but first of all I'm going to save this data. Let's just go to File, Save Project As, and I'm going to save it right inside this directory. So let's double click on this folder there, and I'll just give it a name. Let's call it maybe Excel Advanced Search Function or something like that. So I'm just going to say Excel VBA Advanced Search Function. Now you see the save type. I'm going to change that to Excel Macro Enable Workbook. Okay, now click on Save. There we go. Now the next thing is I'm going to go straight to the developer. For those of you that don't know about the developer menu, if you don't have it on your system, all you need to do is go straight into File, click on Options. Inside the options you should be able to see this dialog. Select Customize Ribbon. Right inside the Customize Ribbon you need to drop this down. Make sure you select Popular Command. The Popular Command, you should be able to see your developer there. It will be unchecked. All you need to do is click on check and then click on OK, and that's it. Your developer menu should appear up here. Click on your developer menu and then select Visual Basic. Once Visual Basic is selected, this blank environment shows up. Go straight into Insert. Click on Insert, select User Form. There, that is your form. You can now define the size of your form how you want. I'm going to define my form as follows. So let's go for the height. I'm going to make that about 800, and the width I'm going to make that 1004 and 1000. Okay, let's say 1040. That is it, done. The next thing is make sure you have your tools. If you don't have your tools, that's the icon for your tools there. Let's select frame, drag the frame that much, and I'm going to get rid of the text content of the frame. Go to the caption of the frame, delete frame, and right in there I'm going to change, first of all let's change the back color to green. There we go. Now click on the toolbox again. You see where we have A, that is label. click in there, and that very label, let's change the size of the font to something much more readable. Maybe I'll go for about 36, and I want to make the color, I'm going to change that to something highlight text, and make sure the font is also bold. Yeah, it should be bold. There we go. And the text, you now want to scroll right down here. You see where we have text align. Change the text align to center. Just drag it that much how you want. Now let's change the text content to something. Let's go straight to the caption and just change that to Excel. VBA. Excel VBA search function. There we go. And that's that taken care of. Alright, now the next thing we want to do, I'm going to copy this again, just dump it here and get rid of this in there. I don't need that, or I can just reduce it because I'm going to need a label here. Okay, this very label, let's change the size to maybe about 30. Let's come to height. No, let's come into, yeah, change that to about, or maybe 20. Okay, and get rid of the text content in there. Just change that to barcode. There we go, and bring it down much. Okay, I'm going to get it aligned to the left, and that is it, done. Now the next thing is grab hold of this text. You see where we have AB, that's your text. Draw it right there, and just copy that. You're going to need it again. There we go. And right beside it we're going to need a button. Yeah, that's fine. We just need to extend this, extend them both, yeah, and add a button there. We're going to make that button about, okay, that's too much. I'm going to make it 164. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and the text content in there, let's just change that to something much more readable. I'm going to make that about 22. Let's come right here, just select that, change that to 22 bold. There, and get rid of the text content, change that to search. And the variable name, I'm going to change that to CMD search. Okay, I'm going to add the last frame now. We can just, let's grab hold of this one, bring it right down here. I'm going to get rid of this, and the width of that very frame, I'm going to make the width 1008, and right up here let's change the height to something much manageable, maybe about 400 and something. Let's go for 462 there, and let's change the background color to something lighter. Okay, that will do. Now that is done, I'm now going to make this very frame, I'm going to make this frame the child of that very frame. So let's just drag this and paste it right in there and bring it up, something like that. Very good. Okay, the next thing we want to do now is we're going to need some text box labels and combo box, so let's take care of those right now. Just copy this label, bring it down, change the text content and the background color. Okay, and the text, I'm going to make that black. Okay, now we need how many of those? We need 10. We have 2 now. We have 4 and 3 here, another 3 here. There we go. Now change the details. So this one is going to become reference number. This will become first name, and the next one surname, and here that'll become address. This will be a postcode. Telephone. And here we have date reg. Okay, here that will be, let's call that proof of ID. Proof of ID. This is going to be member type. And the next one is going to be member fees. There. Okay, back to the toolbox. We need combo box. There. And this combo box, let's change the font. That should be 20 as well. Font, come right here, change that to 20, bold. Right, this one is going to be here, one combo here, another one here. That's it, all done. And this is going to be proof of ID. So that's going to be, change it to as a CMB proof. There. This. The next one, the variable name is going to be CMB member type. CMB member type. And here, that one is going to be, let's just call it member fees. Okay, CMB member fees. There we go. So all of that is done. Now here, all we need in here is just text box. Draw a text box in there. We need to reduce the size of all of this. And just copy. Copy. Then we need 4 of those here. Yep. Then 1 here. This is going to be for my address. Let's drag the address that much. There we go. Now, let's grab hold of 1. Okay, we need 2 of those really. Yeah, there's gonna be 1 here for our buttons. Bring it down, and we'll change the back color as well. Change that to green. Back color, where is it? Right here. make that green. You don't have to go through all of this. That's how I like my own work to be, just to make it look better for me. Alright, now I'm going to copy this and let's bring it right here. This is where I'm going to have my list box. The list box will be used to display all of the information we have in the worksheet. Drag and just drag all the way. There we go. Now we need the list box. There we go. Grab hold of a list box, drag it right there. Looking good, guys. And now we need some buttons. Now I can just copy this button up here, hold on to the control, click and drag. Just bring that in properly. Right. And above here we're gonna have the spin button. I think this is it here. Yeah, spin button. Place that there. Okay, we need 4 more of these buttons there. Click, drag and drag. There we go. We have all our buttons in place. And if I run it now, let's see how it is looking. Before I run it, let's do one thing. You see here, that's going to be the barcode. Okay, now to get a barcode, let's go into one of the browsers. Okay, I'm going to open up a browser in here, and here I'm just going to type in DA fonts. Okay, that is it right there. There we go. And here, what I'm looking for is called C code 39. Okay, if you search for C code 39, that is it right there. All you just need to do is click on download. There we go. I've just downloaded C code 39. Then you double click on the folder itself and just get it installed. Let's open it up. Open wherever it is, and that is it. Extract it first. Once it's extracted, then you can just double click on it and install. That's all you need to do. And here the web URL, I'm going to paste that in here for you guys to see. That is the URL. That is it right there. Have a good look at it. And I'm going to also include this in my description area. Alright, that's the website that you need. And that's what, once the barcode is installed, all you just need to do is select whichever of the components you want to apply the barcode to and go straight to the font on your own system, whatever system you're using, C++, Java, Visual Basic, anything. Just go to where the font is, click on it in there, and just all you just need to type to look for the font is type in CC, and there we go. That is it right there. Okay, I'm going to increase the font size to maybe 20 as well. There, that is it. Let's make sure it's okay, it's regular. Alright, type in CC, make sure it's selected, yeah, and make sure you select regular if you're using regular, and that's it. That's all you need to do. I'm now going to run it. There we go. That's how you create a barcode. Okay, that is it, all done. So all I then need to do now is just to give these buttons the name, and we'll start work with the coding, so we can then speed that up. Okay guys, the buttons now have their own respective names. So now what I want to do is, you see this list box, LST display is called. I'm going to copy the name. So let's double click on the form itself. You see, instead of using user form underscore click, I'm going to change that to user form underscore initialize. There. Why am I using this? Because I want to be able to see every single data that we have in here inside my combo box, no, inside the list box. So let's go back in there. To do that, this is what we need to do. We say list display dot column count. The column count is going to be 11. Why am I saying 11? Agreed, I have 10 rows, but with this one making 11. So if you count it from here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So the whole row is going to, where the data would be from A1 up to J. So I'm going to use J as the end of my data. For the J, I will just allocate about 65,000 plus. Now to do that, back in here, I'm just going to say row source, that will be equals A1 column J 65,356. There, that is it. Okay, if I run it now, all of those data that you guys see on my spreadsheet should be displayed straight onto the list box. So let's run. Look at that. Okay, that is it, all taken care of for that. So I'm going to minimize that. Now the next thing I want to do, because if I run it again, I want some data in here. There's no data in there, so I want those data. So to do that, let's take care of that. Now let's go back to that form initialize. Right underneath here, let's do as follows: member type dot add item, and the very first item, let's assume that's going to be empty, and the second item, and so on. So copy that. Alright, here I will have, let's say we have annual member, here we have quarterly member, then we have monthly member here, then we have weekly member. There we go, that one is taken care of. Let's take care of the other one. So the next one, that will be, I think, member fees, I call that. Right, let's copy it. Alright, that will do. So the first one we can say that's about, for annual will be about that. Then we have, let's say, about 30, 31. No, let's put a pound sign in there. Then 1 2 3, then we have about, okay, we have 4, so we should have 4 in there. Then one more, and this, let's make that about maybe 21, 20, and here that's a weekly one. We can make that about, there we go, that is it, all done. Alright, now the next one we want to take care of is, that's going to be combo box proof. So the proof can be whatever you want it to be. So your proof can either be driving license or whatever. So let's come right there. Let's copy this. So let's say we have empty one there, then we have driving license. Yeah, then we have maybe pilot license. We have crew license. Student ID. Okay, your bank statement. Yeah, that's valid as well. Bank statement and maybe passport. Yeah, that will do. There, that is it. Okay, if I run it now, run. There we go. So we have data that we can manipulate. There we go. That's fine. Okay. So with that, guys, I'm going to call it the end of the first part of this tutorial, and I'll see you guys shortly.